Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Tuesday, April 13th here at FTN Bets. We have quite a few edges I wanted to talk about, so let's get right into them today. The first one we're going to talk about, Malcolm Brogdon points, over 18.5. We're getting this at standard minus 110 juice on FanDuel. We're projecting him for close to 22 today, so this is one that I took for half a unit. The next one I want to talk about is one that I probably wouldn't have bet if it was at minus 110, but the fact that it's at plus 120, the edge was big enough for it to qualify here. We project Paul George for right around 7 assists today. I think it was slightly over, but at plus 120, I'm absolutely interested in taking advantage of that edge. So William Hill has it at plus 120. A lot of the other books have this closer to even money or even minus 105 or something like that. So the fact that we can get this at plus 120 on William Hill is the reason I'm really interested. Let's see here. Theo Maledon points. Theo Maledon, not known as a big scorer, more of a guy that he'll score a little bit. He's going to play a lot of minutes, but more known as a guy setting up teammates. So 13.5 just felt like a little bit too big of a number. Our projection for him today is it's barely over 11. I forget the exact number, but I know it was a little bit over 11. Minus 105 reduced juice on points bet. I like this one a lot. The two biggest bets I have here for today are Chris Boucher points and his points, rebounds, and assist total. Points bet, we can get his points over 14.5 at minus 105. The last game he played, I think if he didn't hit it at halftime, he had it like right after halftime. So it wasn't much of a sweat for people who took that number. And the number hasn't moved. It's the exact same number here today. Our projection for him is 19.71 points. So, like I said, quite a big edge here, which is why I did a full unit. And then the points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, if we're projecting him for close to 20 actual points, and he's a guy who does get rebounds, may get an assist or two here or there. I wouldn't be expecting much of that. But again, if we're projecting him for almost 20 real life points and his points, rebounds, and assist number is only 23.5, I definitely think this is a number he can go over. Plus, I love the price on it. We're getting this at even money on FanDuel here today. So I went a full unit on that as well. Let's see. Another somewhat sizable bet for today. Moses Brown, our old buddy, points, rebounds, and assists over 17.5. 3/4 of a unit, only slightly juiced up at minus 114. 22.19 is our projection for him. And I think we actually have him projected for a double-double today, like barely a double-double. It's like 10.2 and 10.4, but still a double-double nonetheless. So the fact that we can get his over at 17.5 at a decent price, minus 114, that's why I went for 3/4 of a unit on that. Robert Williams from the Celtics, rebounding number over 7.5. We have a projection for him over 9 today. We need 8 to cash this, so a nice little edge there. Minus 125 is not the best price, so I did only take this for half a unit, but I do think it's one with a good chance to cash. And then we're going back to the well from yesterday with Bojan Bogdanovic. Utah is still a little bit thin on the perimeter. Conley is expected back today. How many minutes he plays, we don't really know. Joe Ingles is being held out today. So one way or another, even if Conley steps in, Conley takes some of those Ingles minutes. There's still going to be minutes and shots to go around for a guy like Bojan, who was on fire yesterday and beat this 15.5 total that he had by quite a bit. I'm not expecting him to go off again here today, but hopefully he gets us at least 16 points, if not more.